Sorry about that, class. This is part 2 of the PowerPoint project. I only get 15 minutes at a time, so I apologize in advance. There'll be numerous ones of these recordings. So this is part 2. We were talking about resizing the object. When you resize the object here, you want to go from the corner and drag in. You don't want to go from in here and drag, because then it distorts the picture. You see how the picture changes, right? So you want it to be the original picture, but you want it to be smaller. You go from the corners and you drag it down, right? And then clean it up over here. So that's step 3. We're going to go ahead and put that back over there. We're going to go ahead and go to part 4. Insert an online image from the web. Again, popcorn, that's what we did. Change the size of the picture. Format tools, picture tools, so that looks more appealing. So I showed you how to drag it, but you could use formatting tools as well to make it a certain size. And with your, let's see if we can get it to go. With your double fingers, you can click. You could bring it to the front or the back. You could change the picture. Or you can make a description of the picture. You could format the picture. Double clicked again with my fingers. You could crop it, which means to cut sides off of it. You can make it a different style or a border style. So really, it's just basically up to you. If you couldn't get that double tap with your fingers, and that's on a Chromebook only, a Microsoft computer or a regular computer would be to right click on your mouse. You can go to this tab up here that says picture, right? And you can bring to front, same kind of options here as the other one. Okay, so we are going to go to the next step here. Move the picture in the upper left corner of the slide. Be sure the picture does not overlap with any text. Resize the picture as necessary. So we'll go ahead and move the picture to the upper left corner. We don't want it to overlap text, so I've taught you how to move the text. So we're going to just move everything down and over. Upper left corner, so we can make this smaller too. You see how all that, when I clicked on that text, it's got all that extra space. I can drag that in there. So now that's not in the way as well. So we'll go ahead and move this to the upper left corner. We're going to probably move this over here. And you'll see on the right-hand side, which is an interesting new feature from Microsoft, I could just select one of these and it'll do a style for me, right? So if I pick that, it would make the popcorn on the right with white background and popcorn. But we're going to follow the directions here. We're going to make it ourselves, so we're not going to use one of these designs here, right? It's just got different designs that you can automatically click on and it'll change it to that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move this over. And again, I'm only keeping the instructions up so that you see which instructions I'm using. I would recommend that you print this if you could print it and follow along and go through the steps, draw a line through it when you're done with that step, so you know that you've accomplished that step. Okay, I think it says, I'm using the down arrow to scroll through this. I've resized the picture as necessary. It does not overlap. Insert a to content slide. All right, so we're going to go, it tells you to use the home tab as slide to and insert it. So there's different ways you can insert a content slide or a slide. You could simply just kind of double tap here with this is a Chromebook now. I double tapped and I get the new slide feature. Or like I said, you could insert a new content slide, right? So insert new slide, a content slide. And I think it said 2 content slides. Let's just go ahead and verify that. 2 content slide, right? So again, what I did there was I clicked on the insert button. I picked the slide option, new slide, and I picked the 2 content slide. Click add slide. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up my document. Sorry about that. I'll pull up the instructions here. Okay, so it says insert the following on slide 2. Title, So overview. So let's get the title. Click to add title. And I just double clicked there. And I did paste, or a Control C, Control V does the same thing. So if I highlight this, this says left content placeholder. So I can hit the Control C button together. I've just copied all that. You just want to be careful about the formatting. And once the left content. So here you just got to be careful. Sometimes there's stuff in here that you click and it does the wrong thing. So, and I don't want to do that. So I can just see if I can click the back. Okay, so when I click the back arrow, it wiped my slides, but that's okay because it's been saving as I went along. So this was just a test for you to see what happens if you do the same thing. So don't be afraid if that happens. If you click the back slide and you've lost your whole thing, can I click forward? And maybe it goes back to my presentation. Let's see, it did. Or what I could have done is I could have went to my OneDrive because it's saving as I go along. You can always verify that it's saving, or you can hit Control S, and Control S saves the file as well. But I wanted to show you that just in case. So we're going to go ahead and reformat this area here. We will make it, we want to just get rid of that stuff there too. So the left content slide, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and paste it here over that, get rid of that text. Just give me 1 second while I get this reformatted. What happened is if you click in one of these things, it immediately changes the format of the slide. So you got to be careful. I was trying to highlight it and click away, but I clicked in it. So now I need to change the format of that. It's in this smart art or different formatting category. So I just am going to change that to where I could enter in the items needed. There we go. So what I did there is I just cut all that out of the way. I'm going to have to go ahead and copy the previous title. Okay. Insert an online image from the web using the word capital in the right content box. So we've done that before with the popcorn. So in the right content box, we are going to insert. So I clicked in the content box, insert picture. We're going to insert the picture from Bing. Online picture. I'm sorry about that. From Bing. So I went insert picture from Bing. I'm going to use the word capital. Give it enter here. So I just double click on that. Should go into here. It's going to be resized. So I'm just going to try to clean this up a little bit. And you want to make it, different font sizes, different spaces. Try to fill up your areas. We're going to stick with our black theme here. And get rid of that. So I hit, I could double tap with my fingers and I could delete that. So right there. I'm going to cut it. Same thing as deleting certain cases. So we've got that. So let's see what we're doing with our instructions here. And you can make this as you want, whatever color you want. You want to try to make it more appealing. I'm just doing the basics here. So yours should be more appealing and more of a presentation look. Okay, so now it says over here, apply the rectified rounded rectangle to the picture tool, picture style, right? So it's telling you how to do it, right? And it gives you the SIMnet, right? So it tells you picture tools, picture styles, rectangle, reflected, rounded, rectangular. Resize the picture as necessary so that looks appropriate. Okay, so we're going to go over to our picture, click on our picture. We're going to go to the picture area. Once we're in our picture area, we're going to go to this here. If we hover over each selection, it'll tell us what the choices are here. I think we wanted rectified, rounded, rectangular. Or what I could do is just double tap on that. I can go to style and I can find the same thing, right? It's either or. So we'll do that one. I believe that's the one we want. And then it said to just resize the picture so it looks appropriate. All right, let's go ahead and verify that we've done our step. I'm approaching my 15 minutes, so if it cuts off, we'll go into a project 3 or a third video. So it is what we wanted to do. So we're going to move on to step 6 here. We're going to make this big so we can scroll down. Step 6 is to insert a slide 3. Insert the slide on the insert the following on the slide. So this one is just an insert slide. So we'll use the double tap or the double tap new slide method. We're going to use a placeholder, a title placeholder, left content. Actually, insert a 2 content slide. So we're going to do the same thing as what we did above. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. If we wanted to, we could copy this slide and paste it. That's a way to do it as well. This is already a 2 content slide, but we'd have to then delete all the additional items there. I just double tapped with my fingers. I hit the copy. If you're using Microsoft Office from a computer, not a Chromebook, a regular laptop, you'd right click and copy there. So we're going to use the insert a new slide, and then we're going to do the 2 content slide again, add slide. And we're going to go ahead and get our instructions here. All right, so the title placeholder is going to be goals. And on the left side, we are going to put some long words. On the right side, we're going to look for a Ferris wheel. So you got to be careful when you click in there. There's already things in there, so I try to click away from it so all that stuff goes away. That's what happened with the formatting with the last one. Just be careful when you're in there, because once you click on it, it's pretty hard to get rid of. I had to cut it and paste it there. I think it wanted us to do Ferris wheel, so we'll do the online pictures from Bing, not from OneDrive, because we don't have any files in our OneDrive unless you save the picture in there. We'll use this cool looking one here. We'll get rid of that writing underneath. All right, we'll see if we achieved slide 3. I think there's probably some resizing to do on that picture. Resize the picture as necessary. Apply appropriate picture styles, format type, picture styles groups to each picture. So it just tells you to apply appropriate picture style. So whatever you want to do there, it doesn't tell you specifically which one to do. Right? Well, actually, let me go back up. So we had Ferris wheel, and then we also had popcorn machine. So let's get that done there. Sorry about that. I skipped ahead. So popcorn machine. Let me go back and do popcorn machine. inside